Hello, algebra students. Mr. Lawrence here, and I'm going to make a quick video on parallel and perpendicular. So, the first thing we need to know, we've got an equation, and we have to write the two new equations, one that'll be parallel to the original equation, and one that'll be perpendicular, but they must go through this point 6, negative 2. Step 1, first thing I do, find the slope of the original equation. So I go A, B, C. Easy as 3, negative 6, 1. Okay, hold on, let me rewrite that. Negative 6 there. It doesn't look very good. I'm trying to hurry because my son wants me to play hockey with him, and I want to play, and I don't want to make him wait too long. Okay, so the slope is found by doing the negative of a over b. So my slope is going to be negative 3 over negative 6, which simplifies to 1/2. Okay. So now that I have the slope, I can do the parallel equation. And so I'm going to find the parallel slope, which you should know is the same. Parallel lines have the same slope. And now I'm going to use point slope form. And so I'm going to use the point 6, negative 2, and substitute the 6 in for the x-coordinate and the negative 2 in for the y-coordinate. So I'm going to get y plus 2 equals 1/2 times the quantity of x minus 6. And now I'm going to convert that to slope-intercept form. So the first thing I'll do is distribute. And so I will get 1/2 x minus 3. And then I'm going to get y equals 1/2 x minus 5 because I subtract 2 from each side. And there's the parallel equation. Okay? And it goes through the point 6, negative 2. Now, to do the perpendicular equation, I need the perpendicular slope. Well, the perpendicular slope is the negative reciprocal. Now, I've seen some people kind of making mistakes with that. You know, if they had a slope where it was like negative 3/5, they were trying to tell me the negative reciprocal was negative 5 over 3. That makes no sense. Both fractions are negative. Those are reciprocals of each other, but not negative reciprocals. So if your fraction is negative to begin with, your negative reciprocal will be positive. If your fraction is positive to begin with, then your negative reciprocal will be negative. All right? So now I have the perpendicular slope, which is negative 1/2, or excuse me, negative 2. I don't need that anymore. That was just an example. And so I'm going to go into point slope form. I'm going to go y plus 2, and that's going to equal negative 2 times quantity x minus 6. Notice it's exactly the same procedure. The only thing that changed was the slope because the point didn't change. All right, so I'll distribute, getting negative 2x plus 12. And then I'll subtract 2 from each side, and I'll get y equals negative 2x plus 10. And there's my perpendicular equation. Okay? So, I'm not going to do a bunch more examples here. There are other videos on this. You can go to Khan Academy. But there's some practice problems right there. And in each problem, I'm asking you to find the parallel and perpendicular equations that go through the point listed after the original equation. Now, to check your work, all you have to do is go to desmos.com and put your 3 equations in. Here, let me do that. Let me see here. Let's get Desmos open here. Okay, desmos.com. All right. And my original equation was 3x minus 6y equals 1. So I'm going to type in 3x minus 6y equals 1. Okay? And now I claim that this red equation here is parallel to it going through the point 6, negative 2. So let's type it in. Y equals 1/2 x minus 5. So I got y equals 1/2 x minus 5. Okay? Now they sure look parallel. But I say it goes through 6, negative 2. And look at that right there. It's going through 6, negative 2. Okay? Now I also have a perpendicular equation, right? And the perpendicular equation is this green one down here, y equals negative 2x plus 10. So let me type that one in. So y equals negative 2x plus 10. Look at that. It's definitely perpendicular to the red one, the original. And it's definitely perpendicular to the blue one. It'd have to be. And then it's going through 6, negative 2. So you can check your answers on these 5 problems by doing that. You just may have to zoom or scroll or something like that. All right. Good luck to you. If you have more questions, please ask in class Friday. All right. Mr. Lawrence signing off. Have a good night, everybody.